Good morning. My name is Sue, and I am going to be addressing something that I never thought I would see. Now, as an Army veteran, and I trained at Fort Ord. I'm at Fort McClellan. I was stationed at Fort Ord. I was stationed there from 1971 till 1974. I joined the National Guard. I was one of the first women to ever join the National Guard in Massachusetts. We were just allowed, and I went over and joined. And I'm a very proud veteran. My father was a World War II veteran. My great-great-grandfather was in the Civil War. In fact, both great-great-grandfathers, one for the South, one for the North. We're a big military family. So what happened January 6th, where everybody's considering it insurrection, has upset me deeply. Now, it seemed that when they had the hearings, they were extremely lopsided. The Democrats put all their money on the table, everything, and the Republicans had absolutely none or very little to say. Oh, yes, that woman that hates Trump, she definitely got on there, but that's the only reason. It was so lopsided that nobody listened. Now, the other side, who's just as lopsided as Nancy Pelosi in that group, has been given 44,000 hours of footage from that day. Perhaps we will hear what really happened. I think it's very important with another presidential election coming up in 2024. 3 questions, or more than that, but a few of the questions I have is, what role did Nancy Pelosi, as Speaker of the House, have in making sure that the National Guard was not called in when they knew that there was going to be problems? They knew it. I mean, you couldn't miss all the people who were there, and they knew that there was a lot of problems. What role did she play in stopping it? Number 2, once it was obviously a much larger problem, and this was way before they entered the Capitol, where were all the security? I mean, they didn't just pop up at the Capitol. They walked down to the Capitol. Where was all the security? I want to know. Number 3, once they decided that they're having an insurrection and the Capitol had to be, a wall had to be put up, why can't we put one at the southern border? They put one around the Capitol in like a matter of days. And number 4, my biggest question is, why was the National Guard called from all over the country? They were sent here, and our President Biden's first act towards them was to place them in a parking garage with no food, no heat, just barely a roof over their head in January weather. That I want to know. But I want to know who was the head of this. This wasn't done by some guy with a Leif Erikson hat on. Who designed this? Who told the police? Who told the military to back off and let the facts happen? These 44,000 hours will tell us something, and I will keep you updated from this period on. Every time there is something put on the news indicating what had happened on that day. Thank you.